Welcome to our third video in our H5P Branching Scenario Activities series. In this video, I will show you how to add interactive videos to your branching scenario. So it's multiple choice questions, short answer questions, fill in the blank questions within the interactive video. Let me show you how this is done. So now for question 2, okay, for the feedback here, I don't want to jump to allow them to jump just to the question. For feedback 2, I want to include an interactive video. You'll see here on your left, interactive video. So I'll drag that just underneath my feedback. So, and it will open this interactive video window. Okay, I'll leave this on interactive video. So now we need to add a video. Remember, if we click on the plus, it will open this up. And as I've mentioned before, it's better to add YouTube link or Vimeo link or the actual video link in here. Okay, don't upload it because it will increase the size of your branching scenario. Okay, so let's upload a video by clicking on this. Remember, you will add the URL. I'll click on that. I'll go to my folder. So I'll go to my interactive video folder, and there you'll see I have two videos, one on the librarian and one on the farmer. I'll click on the librarian first, and I'll click on open, and it will add the video to the interactive content. So let's just remove that again. So interactive video. Now we need to add interactions. Now the way the interactive video works, you have your video here and it will start playing. You need to add, it's like little triggers or little hotspots or whatever you want to call it. It's like it's a stop motion where the play stops, and then you can add certain elements to that where it stops. Okay, so for this exercise we'll add a multiple choice question. So remember, we are providing students with more information. So with this video we want to guide them into understanding better what a librarian does and what a farmer does. Okay, so I'll just move the playhead to where the librarian is packing away the books. I'll just stop it like that. I'll just freeze it here. Let's just go back a few seconds. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now I'll click on multiple choice question. Remember, I can add any of these elements. You'll see there's a table, there's a link, there's text, there's an image. I can even add statements where they need to reorganize the statements. I can add a single choice set. I can add a multiple choice question, a true or false question, fill in the blanks. I can have a drag and drop here. I can also have mark the words, drag the words, cross words or cross roads, and then a navigation hotspot. And then when I click on the ellipses here, there's also the image choice. Okay, so for now, I'll click on multiple choice. I'll click on that and this window will open. It will show me the timestamp where I'm adding that stop where the video should pause. Okay, so I want the video to pause at that marker. Okay, so that will be my marker. The video will pause, and basically I won't choose button, but I'll choose a poster. I'll show you now the difference. Okay, it will stop there and it will continue. So it pauses. Let's make this will be multiple choice question. I can even type in here question 1. So that will be my question 1. Then I can add media. So I can add an image, video, audio, and so forth, but I'll leave that for now. And now I can specify the question. Okay, I can specify the question. So I'll just copy and paste it from my Word document. So the first question will be on the librarian. So I'm asking the question. So that will be my question. What is the primary role of a librarian? And I'll provide various options. So there's my first option. I'll just copy and paste it. And then my second option, I'll just copy and paste it. And then I'll add an option for the third one. So I'll just copy it and paste it here. And then I'll add another option. And I'll paste it in here. Okay, so now for the correct one, it will be A. So there we go. I'll choose that. And now I can, for each one I can add feedback, but I'll leave that for now. But remember, you can add feedback. Okay. I'm happy with this. I can click on Done. I can also go to behavioral settings. I can allow them to retry. I can enable Show Solutions button. The question type, we know we've chosen the multiple choice question. If you click on that, you can show the multiple choice checkboxes, single choice, whatever, but I'll leave it on automatic. I can click on randomize answers. I'll leave that checked, and then require answer before the solution can be viewed. I'll leave that checked. It's 100%. Okay. For adaptability or adaptivity, you can add actions on all correct, and then you can also add actions on wrong. Okay, so you can have a message there, feedback there. Okay, so I'll click on Done, and it adds this little box there. Okay, so we click on the box, and then we drag it to where everything is visible. Okay, so I'll just drag it. So now you'll see that there's my question, and there's my options, and there's my check button. Okay, so let's click on Done and see what happens. I'll click on Done. So now we've added the interactive videos, and that is under the second question. So let's preview this. I'll go to my second question. I'll answer the incorrect answer. I'll select the incorrect answer, proceed, and now we have our video. I'll play the video. So you'll see there's a little circle there where it needs to stop. Now it stops there, and they are presented with a question, and now they need to select the correct answer. So let's select the correct answer and then check, and now it will mark it, and now you can continue, and it will continue playing the video. Okay, so let's pause that. Okay, go back to edit. Here's our interactive video. I'll click on the gear icon. Let's just drag it up a bit. I'll zoom in a bit more. We'll just click on edit content. So there's our first question. Okay. Now, second question we want on. I'll just. Okay. So our second question we want somewhere here. Okay. So there's my second question. Okay. So I'll click on multiple choice question. Okay, so now I'll leave it on this one so that you can see. Okay, I want to pause the video. I'll leave it on button. I can add a label, but this is my question 2. I'll leave it on question 2, and now I'll add my question 2. So I'll copy that. There's my question 2. I'll paste that there. It's my first option, my second option. I'll add another option, my third option, and my third option is correct, and I'll add another option. So there we go. I'll leave everything on its default, and I'll click on Done. So now you see that there's a little icon there. Okay, so let's just go back to this one here, and let's set the time. So let's just click on that. I'll just edit that, and you'll see there's the we can set the time here for that should also be 09. I'll leave it on 09:58. Okay, so let's click on Done. So you'll see now. If I move away, it will disappear. Okay, so there's my second question. So if I play it now, it should stop there, and there's my little icon. So I can leave it on icon, or I can leave it on the menu where they see the menu. So if I leave it on icon, it will show the icon, and now they need to click on the icon and it will expand and they need to answer the questions. So let's look at how that's working. Okay, so let's go to, there we go. I'll choose the incorrect option. I'll go to proceed. I'll go to proceed here. I'll move my play it so that it just plays this one here. Okay, so now they can click on this and it will expand and it will show you. Okay, so where do the librarians were? I'll choose the incorrect option, check, and it shows me incorrect. I can then either retry or view. So retry, and I can even check. Okay, play, and then it goes further. Okay, so that's my second question. Let's go back to edit. I'll add another question. My third question will be, so let's just change that. I'll just change the time here. So that will be 15:36. Okay, so I'll leave it on that. Click on done. Okay, so I'll go back. Let's just see where I want to add my third question. So there we go. There's my third question. I want to add my third question just after this. So there we go. I'll just add it there. Okay. So I'll add my multiple choice question. This is my question 3. Okay, and now I'll just copy and paste my question. And I'll copy and paste the options available. So I'll paste it there. Copy and paste it my second one, and then add another one, and then C. They promote education. I'll select this is the correct option, and then my last option will be this one here. I'll click on done. So there's my last one here. Okay, so now I have 3 markers where I have 3 multiple choice questions for them to go through. So there's my first interactive video. Let's add our second interactive video. Okay, so I'll drag the second interactive video just underneath the first one, and I'll leave that as interactive video. I'll remove that. I'll upload my video. So I'll upload the video of a farmer. I'll open that. Okay, let's wait till it uploads. Okay, so now let's add our interactions. So there's my video. I'll click on play and it will start playing the video. Okay, so then right here before that video starts. Okay, so let's right here, I want to add a true or false question. Okay, so I'll select my true or false question. I'll use the button, but I'll specify here it should end at 18:43 and it needs to pause the video. Okay. I'll type here, this is my question 1. And then I can even add media. So what's my question? So my true or false question is, so I'll just copy and paste it from my Word document. I'll paste it there. And my answer is false. I'll leave everything as is and I'll click on done. So there's my first question. Then my second question. So let's scrub through this. Okay, so roundabout. Yeah, I want to add my second question. So my second question will be a short answer question or fill in the blank. So if you look at the list here, there's fill in the blanks. I'll click on that. I'll make sure that this is around about 29. It should pause the video, and then this will be my question 2. And then I can add my question. Remember, this is fill in the missing words. So for filling the missing words, you need to use an asterisk. Okay, so 2, you need to use 2, and then the word within the 2 asterisks. Okay, so my question will be, this will be my question. So this will be my question, and now just to the right of the full stop, I'll just add the 2 asterisks, and then my answer just between them. Okay, so I'll copy that and I'll paste it in here. Paste it in there. So there's my correct answer, remembering the 2 asterisks. Okay, so that's that. I'll click on done. So let's just go back. See behavioral settings. Okay, so for this, it's very important that you uncheck case sensitivity. Okay, so uncheck that, because if a student types in either capital letter C or the whole word in capital letters, the system will mark it as incorrect, and we don't want that. Okay, so that's why we remove or uncheck case sensitivity. Okay, and leave it as is. So we'll click on done, and that's that. We'll test it now. So for my final question, I want to use the drag the words. Okay, so I'll drag my playhead to where I want to add the question. So I'll add it here. I'll click on drag the words. Okay, so I'll leave this on, this is my question 3. If I scroll up, I'll just make sure that, okay, this can be left as is. I'll just pause the video. I'll scroll down, and now again I need to use the asterisk. Okay, so I'll add my sentence there. So there's my sentence, and now I need to add I'll add the asterisks, and then I'll add my correct answer. I'll paste it in here. Since we only have one question here, okay, it's really useful to use distractors. Now, a distractor is actually adding more words, but it's the wrong options. Okay, so it's wrong options. So feet will be the correct option, and now you can add incorrect options. Use the asterisks and place the word between them. So let's call this need, and then you can add another one. Okay, so we'll use asterisks, and then let's use the word lead. Okay, so now we have 2 words. We can click on done, and now if we look at it, let's look at it. Let's click on done here, and then we preview it. So it's the second, it's chapter 2. Okay, I'll proceed. I'll select the incorrect option. I'll go through it. I'll proceed to the first video, proceed to the second video, and now I'll just move the marker here. And when I click on that, it asks me farmers are important, and now you see the distractors. There's lead and there's need. I can even randomize them. So it is there to confuse the students and to allow them to think about their option. So I'll drag feed there, and now I can check, and that's correct. Okay, so the distractors are there to distract the students. So if you only have one question or one sentence, it's useful to add distractors. But if you have more than one question, well, the other options will become available also to use for the students. Okay, so that's that. So let's look at our other options. Okay, so we'll start the video here, and once we click play, it will stop there, and we can click on the icon. It will ask us the true or false question. This answer is false, so we'll check. We can then move on. Then our second one, this is a fill in the blanks. It will stop there. Okay, I'll click on that, and now we need to add the correct option. I'll type in capital letters, cultivate. Okay, and I'll check. That's correct. You'll see that we've added the option to remove the penalties for capital letters or small letters or whatever. And then the final option there, you'll see there's our final option that we've already tested and done. Okay, click on continue. And now it will show us a summary of the questions that we've answered, the scoring that we've obtained, and we can submit our answers by clicking on submit answers. So your answers have been submitted, and now the gradebook will capture the answers or the grades for these questions. Okay, let's click on proceed, and now based on the knowledge that the students obtained within the interactive videos, they can now proceed and choose the correct option. Let's go back to edit view. Okay, now we need to add some instructions on this slide here. So I'll click on the gear icon. I'll click on edit. And then within the feedback, I'll click on advanced branching options. Then you'll see it immediately jumps to the first interactive video. But now I want to add some feedback here. Okay, I'll go to my Word document and I'll copy and paste that feedback. So this will be instructions. Okay, I'll just copy it. This will be instructions, and then I'll add my instructions here, and I'll add an image. So I'll just go to my scenario. I'll go to this one here. There's my image I'm using, and I'll leave everything on its default there. Okay, so I'll go back, I'll click on done, and that's that. So immediately you'll see there's a 2 now. Okay, so let's just zoom out and just drag it up. So you'll see there's a 2. If I click on that 2, you'll see there's 2 alternatives that are missing. So it's this one here and this one there. I can click on it and it will show me the 2 that's missing. So we haven't added a jump on this slide here. So where should it jump to? And also on this one here. So the branching is missing. That's why the 2 here. Okay, I'll click anywhere here. I'll go to my slide here, and I'll want this, after they've watched the interactive video, they need to go back to the questions. Okay, so they can proceed. So under behavioral settings, we'll leave everything on its default. We can allow to autoplay, or we can leave it on its default. I'll scroll down, and under advanced branching options, I'll select jump to another branch, and they need to jump to the second question. Okay, that's that, and I can even provide some feedback here. I'll click on done, and that's all set up.